About 17 years ago, I was in a phase where I was searching for something big. Not a career, not a goal, but the meaning of life. I know, it's a cliche thing to say, but is it really a cliche thing to say? Or is it just natural for humans to ask? Anyways, and in that time, I was fortunate enough to spend time with spiritual teachers, real ones. Not the enlightenment in a weekend gurus, but real ones. But those who had spent decades in silence, in stillness, who spoke not from books, but from experience. And I listened. One of those days, a teacher gave a talk that still stays with me. The topic, from loneliness to aloneness. If you've ever felt loneliness, you know what I'm talking about. It's not sadness. It's heaviness, a deep ache, like something in you is missing, even when you have everything. And that's what my teacher said that day. People work so hard their whole life, build the business, the job, buy the house, find the spouse, and one day they wake up and realize they are alone at the top. The strange thing is that loneliness, it doesn't go away. Just because you are surrounded by people, you can be in a room full of laughter and still feel hollow. Why? Because the mind, the ego, your personality, they cannot survive without others. They feed on opinions. They survive on identity. They're like parasites, needing mirrors to reflect themselves. Your personality is not yours. It's society's gift to you, shaped by schools, parents' approval, rejection. But your being, that's different. If you know yourself based on what others think of you, that's personality. If you know yourself from your own deep observation, that's individuality. And individuality is born out of aloneness. Here's what my teacher said to me next, and it gave me chills. Before you were born, when you were still in your mother's womb, you were completely alone, and it was blissful. No thoughts, no identity, no responsibility, just pure being, suspended in amniotic silence, heart beating, organs forming, and yet peace. That's the natural state. That's what we are all trying to return to. So when you feel lonely, what you're actually feeling is not a problem. It's a reminder. It's your soul's tapping. It's your soul tapping you on your shoulder, saying, "Come back to me." But we don't see it that way. We panic. We distract. We run to crowds. We run to simulations. We run to a version of ourselves that feels like it's dying when it's alone. But the truth, you were born alone. You will leave alone. And even now, surrounded by people, you are still alone. And that's not a bad thing, because aloneness is your nature. Aloneness is not a flaw. It's not a punishment. It's not something to fix. It's the essence of who you are. Even in marriage, you're alone. Even with children, you're alone. Even in success or suffering, the one walking the path is you. But here is a twist. When you stop fearing that, when you embrace it, you begin to radiate something so real that people will feel safe just being around you. Indian masters like Ramana Maharshi, Sri Aurobindo are perfect examples. They had many, many disciples that came to listen to them. But 90% of the time, they sat in silence, sat with the master. No words, just their presence, reminding us that our true nature is aloneness. You are safe like in the mother's womb because you've remembered the truth. You were never lonely. You were just forgetting your own sacred aloneness. Namaste.